Castillo, is it?
Yes.
Call out when you're through. Otherwise, you've got 20 minutes.
More Wednesday, Mr. Castillo. Of course, you know that.
Yes.
Oh, have a chair, please.
That's okay.
I must apologize for the lack of amenities. I'm afraid I can't offer you a drink or any of the customary courtesies I entertain on a very small scale here. You look so surprised, Mr. Castillo. Oh, of course. You expected to come face to face with some salivating animal. I'm afraid I can't oblige. I'm quite an average man.
Raping 22 women is not my idea of average.
Well, my being here certainly gives lie to the saying that there's safety in numbers, wouldn't you say?
Mr. Wensley, my wife, was raped recently. The man who did it is still at large. Since it happened, he has been calling her, leaving messages, leaving symbols. He will not leave her alone. Have you ever done anything like that?
I'm innocent, sir. Every incarcerated person is. Didn't you know that?
Yes, but you are an educated man. I notice on your bulletin board here you've been collecting articles on similar cases. You must have some theories.
I think what you really want to know is why a rapist would fixate on one woman, your wife, for instance.
You got it.
And why he'd continue to taunt her by leaving clues to his identity or frightening little mementos of his visits. Maybe even run the risk of following her away from home in order to leave things for her to find.
And how did you know about that? That wasn't in the papers.
Well, the motives vary. The actions are often stamped from the same sheet. It's an attempt to keep the experience alive. To remind her of, well, what they shared together.
What they shared?
Of course. In the way that sacrifices are shared between the mortals and the gods.
And what part does the woman play in that? The sacrifice?
Exactly. The noble sacrifice. The woman offers herself up, and the man imposes his will upon her, thereby emulating the gods. For a brief span of time, man becomes a god because his will is being done on earth, if not in heaven, through his union with these women, who become one with him, you see. That sort of commingling transcends the physical, Mr. Castillo. It becomes an anthropomorphic melding of two entities. Think of Leda succumbing to the swan, or Denai being possessed by Jupiter in a dream of gold. Now, is that rape? Or is that transmutations? Or perhaps man is not created in God's image, but in the many images of all the gods. Many men, many gods, but only one incarnate woman. And afterwards, he sends her reminders, and flowers, and rain, and shadows that fall across her path. Godly souvenirs. I was here, he seems to say, and I may come again.